Yes, people, what's happening? Nice one for coming back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. Next guest on the show tonight. This fight that's been made for BKFC 55, it's made massive noise down near where I live. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's asking for tickets for it. Robbie Brown versus Gary Fox. I've been putting little bits of promo videos out. I'll put one out today. This fight is going to be mega. I cannot wait for it. And I'm going to bring one of their fighters in who'll be fighting on the night now. Robbie Brown, what's happening, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm all well, thank you, mate. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Just finished sparring up in Sunderland, North Star. Some good kids up there. Aching a bit, but it's all part of it.
Are you still doing 3 sessions a day?
I've done 2 today.
Done 2?
Yeah, it's as of next week, I'm going to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, it's obviously you don't want to overdo it. You're too close to the fight.
I just don't want to get injured, mate. I've been doing a lot, 3 sessions a day. You know, you start and feel it, especially like on your back and your legs. So I just don't want to get injured. Don't want to be doing too much.
Yeah, and how are you feeling in all, like mentally and everything for this fight? Because it is a big fight for you, isn't it, Robbie?
Nah. I feel good, man. I feel confident. Like really confident. Like obviously we're going to talk about it, but I just can't see him winning. Like,
are you that confident about the fight? That do you actually believe that you're going to have an easy fight?
Not so much an easy fight. Like obviously Gary's tough. Gary's a tough fight for anyone. But I just feel like I've put in that much work, and I've got my game plan like set in stone that much. I just feel like I'm just going to enjoy it, and he's not going to get close to me. It's just I don't know how to describe it. Like without saying it's an easy fight, yeah, it's going to be easy.
What would you say your strong points are going to be in this fight?
Footwork, my movement. That's what it's going to be. And I've just watched his fight with Nathan Hind, and not taking anything away from Nathan. Nathan's really good, but Nathan was always on the back foot countering. It was a perfect game plan. You know, he won the fight. But that's not going to be me. I'm going to be more in his face. I'm going to hit him, 100 times more than what Nathan did.
Yeah. Well, what would you say Gary's strong points are in the fight game, in the bare knuckle game?
His toughness.
Yeah. Do you think that's his strongest point, is toughness?
He's just tough, and he just keeps coming forward. He's always going to be in your face, isn't he?
Yeah. And obviously, I've done a little bit of a promo video with him today. What do you think about him saying he's going to snap your nose for you?
He's fucking big enough for him to do it. I'd said snap his nose, but I can't find it. He looks like a little gerbil.
No, it's all a bit of crack at the end of the day, isn't it, mate?
He's a good lad, isn't he? He's all right.
I'm going to read some of the comments out, mate, that I've had off people on Instagram first before we get a bit into it.
Yeah.
2 seconds, I'll just get them up. Right, first question. Would Robbie versus Ellis Shepherd be a good fight? I think fighting at different weights.
I don't know who Ellis is. Still pretty new to everybody in BKFC.
Yep, and
trying to figure out who everyone is. And
Robbie Ink Slut is put, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Still a champion. I'm hopefully still fighting bare knuckle, and hopefully I've had 15 fights in 5 years.
Is that your plan then? You're just going to stick? You're not going back to MMA, anything gloved or anything like that? Maybe if opportunity comes.
Yeah, like if a good opportunity comes, then yeah, I will fight MMA. I still love MMA, probably more than I do boxing, but. I went up a place called North East Jiu-Jitsu, done some grappling, and jarred my neck a bit. So I've knocked that on the head because I don't want to have to pull out of a boxing fight because I've been grappling.
Yeah.
With me only a couple of weeks out now, so can't afford, to get injured, like not doing something that's not boxing.
Yeah. Up to date, what has been your greatest achievement, and do you have a goal that you're aiming for?
Greatest achievement. I'm not sure about my greatest achievement because that's yet to come. Do you know, this is just stepping stones to what my greatest achievement will be. But I think my greatest achievement, well, my goal is to be a world champion, like a bare knuckle world champion. So either 135, 145, 125, any one of them, preferably two of them, be double champ.
What weight would you prefer to fight in?
125 or 135, depending on how much of a short notice. If I had 8 weeks, then 125. 6 weeks or less, I'd do 135.
Yeah.
Like 145 is too heavy for me. Like, you know, I'm not cutting weight, or I'm trying to keep the weight on to be, you know, to be above it. I'm trying to get stay as close to 70 as I can, and it's just hard.
Do you believe Foxy will be one of your hardest fights?
No. I believe I'm going to have loads of fun. He's going to be tough, but I'm just going to hit him probably fucking 10 million times. I'm going to bust him up.
Are you staying at 145, and why do you always fight heavier guys? Is it just for the sake of fighting heavier men?
I don't really want to fight at 145 anymore unless it's a fight that makes sense, like for a title or a big name. That's the only way I'm going to fight at 145. And the only reason I fight heavier is because there's nobody at lower weight. Obviously there was John Chip Chase, but it made sense for him to fight on the Prospect show before coming over.
Yeah. What was the other one? Is this a beef fight between Foxy and Robbie? No, it's not a beef fight, is it?
Nah, we're sound. You know, we'll be sound after. We're just gonna have a good scrap, try and punch each other's head in, and then we'll probably shake hands and have a beer.
If you win your fight, who will you be gunning for?
Keith Richardson or John Dodson.
Champions 125 and 135, innit?
I'm just gonna keep shouting for him. I'm just gonna get everybody on social media to be going nuts like.
Are you fighting in King of the Streets again?
Yeah, well, I will do. Yeah, I got offered to fight that Husby who was just fought, but it was too close to BKFC, so I couldn't afford to get injured. Because this fight's obviously more important.
A couple of these questions are like pretty much the same questions, so I'm just trying to filter through them. Do you have boxing experience?
Yeah, I'm 18 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw in unlicensed boxing.
So I mean, a lot of people don't know that about your boxing, do they?
That's what I started off doing before. I remember I was a boxer. Didn't have any fights, but I trained boxing.
That's pretty much it, mate, for the questions online. But how are you feeling now with your weight? Are you pretty much on weight?
Yeah, a bit heavier than the fight weight, but I'm just maintaining this.
And obviously, on the night of the fight, is that when you basically get into fight mode? Or are you in fight mode as soon as you get given a name, like some fighters are?
I get more motivated.
Yeah.
You know, like if I wasn't fighting, there's no way I would be doing 3 sessions a day, absolutely killing myself aching. I'd probably just be doing 1 on the night, you know, after work. And then I'd probably just run or do a couple of extra sessions, but not 2 or 3 every day. Or like some days I've been training for 4 hours, 4.5 hours, you know, when you add them all together, which is a long fucking time. Like, you know, you miss out a lot as well with the boy and like family time. You know, when you go to work, go to the gym, you come home and he's already in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nightmare. And obviously, I know it's only been this last couple of weeks where you've been doing a bit of filming and that, but like after this week, you're back working, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's perfect really. So Monday will be my last hard session. But not my last hard session, my last hard day where I'll do 3 in the day. And then from the Tuesday, it'll be just nice and easy, you know, 1 a day. My last spar is going to be on Thursday with a lad from Spa, and he's going to come down, and that'll be my last spar. So I'll do 6-2s with him. And then I'll just be, you know, keeping fit, pads, bag work, making sure I don't get injured. Keep the sweat going.
So what's the plan like Because I know, like I can say now, in the UK, there's literally no 125 and 135ers. So if there isn't none available, are you still gonna obviously still fight in 145?
Depends what choices I've got. Like if I've got no choice, then what do I have to do? I'm gonna go and get Bakewell in a headlock and nuggy him and be like, "Get me over there."
Is that like the main target to get over to America?
Yeah, I just want to. It's not even like obviously the USA debuts. You know, it's what everybody wants. But like, I don't have to go over there. One of them could come over here. You know,
Yeah,
we could headline a Newcastle card or something like that. You know, I do enough tickets and stuff to to cover stuff. Well, I hope I do anyway. Especially if it's in a Newcastle venue. But yeah, I would like to go over there and preferably fight for a title. But I don't think it's fair me sticking around it this way when I don't want to be here and just fighting it because I have to and because there's no one else to fight. Like, because I'm at a disadvantage straight away because I'm 20 pounds over my weight, my natural fight weight.
yeah. It is hard. Like,
And you got to think these guys are cutting weight. Some of them will be cutting 20 pounds, 10 pounds, and it'll all be back on fight day. So they're going to be 70 plus, 74, 75. I'm still sat at 66. You're going to feel it when you're in there, especially the later rounds and the power.
yeah, it's mental. Like, did you ever see, Robbie, like your fighting career going the way it has, like the following you've got, the support, I know you probably won't like me saying it as fans, but they pretty much are fans from all over the world.
I've been sending out like signed photos and stuff like that. Like I've never thought I'd sign anything in my life.
Like, did you ever think you'd ever get like this?
No, I never. Like it happened like overnight as well, really, didn't it? And like the more stuff I do and the more stuff I post, the more people like comment and message me, and the amount of messages I get, and they're all nice messages. Like I never ever get like a nasty message. Every now and again, I'll get somebody calling me out or be like a daft one, like, "Who do you think will win in a fight, me or you?" Profile picture's like a cat. I don't think it's going to be you, mate.
But like, what goes through your head mentally, like when you had the fight with a guy under the motorway, and like you were the underdog in that fight. Obviously, you were half his size. Like, what's mentally going through your head when you're walking down that little path bit we walked down today? Like going to meet this guy for the fight in a no rules fight. Like, what's mentally going through your head, mate?
To be honest, mate, like that mentally, that was pretty easy because I was in a win-win situation there. Like even if he knocked me, like it doesn't matter. He should have knocked me. He's 120 plus kilo, and I was like 63 at the time. He's double my weight. He's had loads of bare knuckle fights. Like he should have pezzled me really. Like all the pressure was on him. Like it was a win-win for me. So even if I got beaten, I'm still turned up to have a fight with this big, massive fucking bare knuckle heavyweight. So there was no pressure on me really.
Like, why do you fight? What does Robbie Brown fight for?
Don't know. I get asked this question all the time, right? And it's just the love of it. I like the build up.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but it's obviously you're not doing it for the money or anything, are you?
No, because like I've said that from the start. It's not like even if they were worried about paying me out in America, I know they've got the money to do it. But if they were like, "Oh, we can cover your flights and hotel, but you won't get a pass. Do you want to come and fight?" I would leave now. I would head straight to the airport. Like it's never ever been about money. I've obviously trained since I was like a teenager, and obviously the fighting is like a reward for the training you've done.
Yeah.
Especially when you get your hands raised, it's a bummer when you lose, but when you get your hand raised and the attention you get, all the well dones, and you get to watch that back and you've got a video there forever. Like it's a sport at the end of the day. It's the same reason people go out and play football, just for the love of it. The training and stuff like that. It's just a sport, and it's a sport I fell in love with.
Like I obviously know what I'm going to say, but it's obviously in the documentary we're working on. But like as you say, when you were a little kid, like you weren't really a fighter. You were just a cheeky little bastard.
Yeah, well, I just mouth off and get knocked all the time. But I think that's probably why I'm tough now, because I took that many bats. So now it doesn't faze me. But yeah, I'd probably never win a fight when I was a kid. Like, I used to just get knocked all the time.
Would you say you were a bit of an adrenaline junkie growing up?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like bungee jumps and just anything like that. And obviously the adrenaline you get from fighting's like nothing else. Like Danny Christie said, there's no drug on earth that can match it. Like, it's just addictive. Like, you just want that feeling all the time. If my body had let me and there was enough shows, I'd fight every week.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Like, cause I suppose there's still you have fear, don't you? Obviously, you would, if you never had fear, there wouldn't be the buzz there, would there?
Yeah, mate, I get so scared, especially out the back. Like, I have 1,000 pisses, loads of shits. I'm shitting myself out the back, and then as soon as you get in there, you're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't believe there's anyone who doesn't get fear and nerves and things before fights. I think it's a bit of a white lie when they say they don't get scared.
They're not human. Obviously, some people handle it better than others, but you definitely still get nervous. I get nervous when I go and spar other gyms. You know, like when I get invited down, I go and spar and I don't know who they are. I still get nerves and like an adrenaline dump, and I can't feel my legs and stuff like that. And that's just sparring.
Yeah, it's crazy, mate. It's like fucking hell. Like the fight today as well, like obviously, because that's where you've sort of blown up from, innit? The underground world, like going to them underground street fights and things. When you were fighting, obviously doing these underground fights, you went to King of the Streets. Did BKFC ever enter your mind?
Yeah, I messaged trying to get on, and I can't remember what happened there, but I don't think there was anyone for us. I didn't have a follow, and there was no reason for them to have me on.
Yeah.
Like there was no opponents. I think one time I asked, and they were like, "Oh, there's a guy that was 75 kilo." And I was like, "Oh, I'll take it," but I was 63, and apparently, like, they wouldn't, like, the commission or whoever thingies it wouldn't allow that to happen at the weigh-ins. So that's the only opportunity I had. And obviously, after the Decker thing, BKB was in touch, and they offered me a decent contract, actually. They offered me to go to Thailand and America as well, but I ended up BKFC.
Can you hear me here? Because it sort of crashed on the screen.
I can hear you, but I can't see your face. Well, I can see your face, but it's froze.
Yeah, yours is froze as well. But can everyone else still hear us in the comments? Comments have froze as well. I don't know what's going on here, like. But yeah, mate, it's been a fucking wicked journey, like, hasn't it? It's only been really this year as well, hasn't it? Really.
Aye, that's all it has been, just this year.
And you couldn't have picked like a bigger sort of derby fight to have, could you? Really?
It's a good one because, like, we're both from the northeast. Everybody knows who we are, so it's got people talking. Obviously, the more people talk about it, the better it is for you.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I bet tickets and all that have been flying out for both of you, man.
Yeah, I've sold quite a few, like, especially I got like 5 tables, and they just went instantly, like.
There were 5 tables.
Yeah, and then I got like loads of standard, and loads of them have gone. I mean, loads of people I don't even know, I'm sending them out to, who are buying them. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be a sellout this show, like, because it's not just your fight with Gary. There's the full cards stacked in it. We're like,
it's an amazing card. Like, I'm so happy to be part of it.
Yeah, and if you could pick somewhere where to fight on the card, where would it be?
First.
Is that what you'd pick first? Yeah.
Yeah, just get it over and done with and get on the drink. You know what the worst part about it is waiting around, sat in them changing rooms, sweating, having a million pisses, and I'm just like, I just want it over with.
It's not just that as well, is it? It's because all the fighters have to be there from the beginning of the show, and you would see every fucker come back in the changing room, bust up and fucking half dead.
I think next time, like for this show, I'm just going to take my headphones, put my ear up, and try and just zone out for a bit, like.
Yeah. But yeah, mate, fucking obviously, I don't want to ask too many questions because we've got it all coming up on the documentary. We've covered obviously the bits with your fight coming up with Foxy and that. But is there anything else you want to share with us, mate, before we wrap it up?
No.
Have you got tickets left? People who are interested in tickets who are watching, or have you sold out of them?
Yeah, I've got a couple of tickets left, not many at all. But if anyone wants one, just message us, and I can send them out to anyone. So, aye. But yeah, the documentary as well. That's going to be good.
Oh mate, yeah, the documentary is going to be sick. We've got we went to do a couple of scenes today, didn't we? But obviously, one of them we couldn't do. But we haven't got that many left to do now, have we? And it's going to be wrapped up.
Yeah, we've got a couple of days, and then obviously the fight.
Yeah, are you liking the documentary so far with the clips and that I've seen?
It's looking sick, like it's looking really good. I'm looking forward to watching it. You know, like as a finished piece.
Yeah, and obviously, big up to your man for helping us out with it and that.
Yeah, Blackpool Resin Drives.
Yeah,
we went down to see him, didn't he? And he's just kind of like funded the whole thing, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got some big plans for us in the future, hasn't he? Getting me out to Dubai for a camp and stuff like that. So
yeah, he's
proper good man with a good heart.
Definitely, mate. Best chicken about as well.
That food was amazing, wasn't it?
Oh, unbelievable, mate! Unbelievable.
All my other sponsors as well have helped us out. I've got like loads, but they're all amazing. You know, giving me money, buying me my boots, my shorts, helping me with training. You know, covering when I'm off work. So it's all a massive help. They're all going to be on my fight banner that I'll upload. So if anyone can do us a favour and just check them out, give them a follow, that'd be perfect. Like.
Yeah, sweet, mate. I'll obviously, if you send me a list, I'll do what I did on the last one, just put them in the description and that for you.
Yeah, Sam, thank you.
But yeah, mate, I'll be seeing you tomorrow to do some filming and that. Appreciate you coming on tonight, mate.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Not a problem, but we'll stay in touch, mate, and enjoy the rest of your night, bro.
Yeah, and you, pal. Cheers.
Speak soon, bro.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, people, nice one for tuning in there. Much appreciated as always. Who have we got in the few comments here? Like, big shout out Rick Doherty, RSD Transportations and Recoveries, one of my sponsors there, helped me out massively. Really appreciate the support, bro, as always. Peter Crook, Robbie is the man, big talker. Gary is a beast. Jorgie, get up, boys, can't wait for it. Big up, Robbie, lad. Yes, Rick D. I'm just going to put them all on just in case I missed any. Pack a punch, man. Looking forward to this. James Foster, Sam D. Yes, lad, your time, Robbie, mate. Who you got, Robbie or Foxy? Going to be a proper scrap. Hard one, like them both just as much as each other, but I do love Foxy. Yes, Sam. Yes, James. He's only small, but his game. He took Decker out of the game. Robbie Brown. James Foster, Foxy for me. In my hometown, I'm there on the night. Robbie BAK. What? Going to be a what? He was looking to take it all the way. Even the lads, I think Robbie will have the reach advantage. Pick Foxy from the outside. Thing is, can't judge Robbie on last fight. He could have been blown Ben over. Gary is a handful, but I think Robbie wins as long as he fights a smart fight. Best moment is better come. Going to be a belter. Defo going to be a good one. Got me watching. MMA guys do better than boxers in BKFC. Would you consider going up a weight? I think he answered that when. Two good men having a packet. Too hard to call, but I see it going all the way. Robbie Brown. What's Robbie's hardest fight to date? Defo Gumshield will travel kind of guy. Robbie, do you think you'll beat him in a game of darts? If anyone knows Lou, like I have for many years, You'll know he's very clever, intelligent bloke who's had his finger in many pies and always done good at it. Whoa! I thought that was going bad there. Hope you're well, Chelsea Darts. Thank you for that, mate. I would appreciate that as well, Dangerous Down, and everyone who's been asking to like the videos, and that's much appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. I'm going to be bringing more stuff with the show coming closer as I do. Try and keep us up to date with everything. But did you see the trailer, the promo that I've just done with Robbie and Gary as well? That's a good one. But really appreciate everyone tuning in. The Fuse verse in the red corner on the prelims. Big up Ross from In the Red Corner podcast. He knows I love him. Oh, boy, you're a good man. Thank you, mate. Who is this, by the way? Because I'm trying to think of who it is. Message me on Instagram. Respect, Dangerous Darren. Right, I'm going to wrap this up now, so this podcast separate, but appreciate everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night, God bless. Or rest of your recoveries and transportations.